Hello. So one of the things that I've been experiencing, I thought I would share with you, is there is an extreme heat. This is a very hot summer if you're, well, I think it's anywhere in the country really. So what I thought I would share with you are a few restorative shapes that I absolutely love this time of year. In fact, Ellen Moscow, one of our teachers, turned me onto it. Actually returned me onto the restorative practice as a really nourishing practice that I can do privately. And some of these shapes, if you are sensitive to heat or anything else that's going on, some of these shapes are very open. So being able to practice at home in your own space can feel very nourishing. It can feel very good. So right now we are in the hottest time of the year. We have been traveling down heat wave, and I think we're in the middle of another heat wave. It's been very humid. So you're going to need a lot of props, and I have been loving playing with props in my vinyasa classes always, but also at home. So if you have a home studio, you probably already know the benefits of practicing regularly, practicing daily, and then you just come to Inlet for the teachers, for their knowledge, for their skill, for their interest, and hopefully you come back for the community as well. But here's what I got, and this is by far, Ellen, thank you, my favorite favorite shape. It's a goddess shape. So I got a lot of props here. I have a few injuries that I deal with, so I always feel really good if I support them. So I have a blanket. Well, let me descaffold this for you, or descale this for you, or whatever it is. The first things I lay down are two blocks in a T shape, one the lowest setting and one the middle setting. And then I place a bolster. Now our bolsters at the studio, they're about, I want to say they're about 6 inches thick. They're pretty darn thick for a reason, right? For a reason. I like using them for the support. They feel like there's something underneath me. The first blanket that I place is actually at the top of the bolster with a little bit of a roll under it. That roll is for my cervical spine or the back of my neck. And then the second blanket that I place is right here. And if you see, as I took it off, this is how we have them folded in the studio. Most studios, I think, fold them this way. I could be wrong. But it's really just kind of a half fold and a half fold again. But what I do is right here, because our bolsters are so thick, I place a little mini bolster at the end that I make with the blanket. I also have two additional blankets, and I'll place one either side of them. And then as I come to sit back, and I love this shape. If you do practice this, tell me how much you love it. I'm going to bring the soles of my feet in together. I'm very open hip, but even if you're not, I recommend placing a blanket. It's literally right past my hip joint. So it's not under my knee, it's past my hip joint. So it's supporting the joint. And then I have my little, what do they call us? Butterfly, cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana. And then what I do is I make sure my sacrum's right at that roll, and then I just walk myself back. Literally over pandemic, which I guess, are we not in it? Are we in it? I don't know. I could fall asleep in this. So variation one for your hands, you just might place your hands at your belly and at your heart. Variation two for this, you might take your arms down to the sides. Palms face open, that'll give you that open rotation for the shoulder. And those of us that really love that expansive feeling of the breath, we might take our arms above us. You can hold on to the edge of the bolster, or you might bend your arms and hold either elbow. Oh my gosh. And you're going to be here for a while. Oh, please, please give yourself the luxury of at least 3 minutes, 5 minutes. And then past 5 minutes, if you want to stay in it, I would recommend giving yourself a little bit, because you'll start to feel it. You'll start to feel your hips opening. You'll start to feel your front of your chest opening. You'll start to feel weight in your shoulder joint, which might not feel so great. A lot of us hold tension in our shoulders. But past 5 minutes, you might want to take your hands down. Maybe hold your belly, maybe one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. But you just want to take it in and linger. Take some time to linger. You will be amazed how it's not even a mini nap, but how it just energizes you. And all it is 5 minutes 10 minutes of just letting it go. And then when you want to get back up, if you still have your legs in some sort of variation, maybe your legs went long, place your soles of the feet on the floor. Just have a moment. Have a moment instead of yanking yourself up. And then tuck the chin towards the chest and lift yourself up. Maybe just wrap your arms around your knees and just breathe in here. So good, so good. So that was your goddess pose. I'll be back with one or two